Go. That was a little off. Well, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the podcast. We're actually very close to college football season, week 0, but it's college football. There's only 11 games this week. Only like 2 or 3 of them are any good. We'll like breeze through like the first 8 of them probably. Oh yes, and we do have our shockers of the week, of which I think we're just gonna do like at most probably we'll probably go down to at least the favorite has to be favored by a field goal, because when we tried 5, nobody could get any points except for me when I randomly got Florida State and Stanford to end up winning. But I think just like a field goal would be a lot easier for us. So we'll go just at least favored by a field goal for this year. But yes, we are back for picks of the week, and how we pick games is still going to be exactly the same. We're not changing that.
Exactly.
So,
And before we start, we got to bring back everybody's favorite segment, the cheapest ticket of the week.
oh yes, take it away.
They're all pretty cheap this week. Now, of course, you could go, if you are staying in the bright state of Illinois, you could go to Illinois at home versus Wyoming as low as $13 in Champaign. Same thing with if you are in Las Vegas, UNLV at home versus Idaho something. I don't know what their mascot is. $13. You can also, if you're in the state of Utah, you go to you can't game. You can see the absolute failure train wreck of a program is you can't in person. Only $11. But if you're in Florida, first off, I'm sorry for you because you're dealing with really, really muggy temperatures probably right now. But you are the Florida Atlantic Hawks, I think.
Owls, I believe.
Owls. The Florida Atlantic Owls will be welcoming the Charlotte 49ers for as low as $6. So Florida Atlantic, you are the cheapest ticket of the week. And the expensive ticket of the week is the game that is in a different country.
Which is the best game of the week. Exactly.
Guess what's our first game we will be picking?
Well, first we'll do how we usually do. We'll start with our shocker of the week, of which there's not. I'm just doing it for fun. Not that it really matters. We're not counting anything from this week anyway. No, neither does the Shockers. We are just doing this to screw around because none of these games are any good. But why not? Why not have some fun picking the games, right? So mine is actually Hawaii beating Vanderbilt. Hawaii is at home. Vanderbilt, well, just sucks. And I think Vanderbilt in this game is like an 8-point favorite. So, traveling pretty much from Tennessee all the way over to the islands of Hawaii. I don't know how much of an hour difference that is, but it's up there for sure. It's probably about at least 6 or 7. So take that into mind. Plus, like I said, Vanderbilt's not a good team. Hawaii's pulled off some good wins at home anyway, so I would not be surprised to see Hawaii take this one. It's like the only game that I could see the other team end up winning, so I'm taking Hawaii.
You said doesn't count, right?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay. If it counted, I would probably take the only decently chanced one at probably Northwestern beating Nebraska. I don't think that's going to happen. But since it doesn't count, give me the Quince, Florida State. The State came in and did it last year. DeQuince is going to do it again. I'm sorry, Florida State fans. Willie Taggart will not make it out of week 1.
Nope.
Because DeQuince is going to come to town and kick there. But he won't even make it to week 1. He will get out of week 0 because DeQuince is going to come to town. It's not going to happen. But you know what? It would be a shocker. It's that on ESPN's website, there's not even a line listing. I think if I won that one and this actually counted, I don't think we'd have to do shockers.
Not even if I did pull off 2 17.5 pointers.
That might be a 40-point underdog. Alright, what's our first true game of the week.
Yeah, so our first game is Florida A&M on the road against North Carolina. Let's just get this one picked. I think we all know who I'm taking. It's North Carolina.
Florida A&M.
Yes, Florida A&M. I am taking Florida A&M. No, I'm taking North Carolina. I mean, I know nothing about Florida A&M, and South Carolina, North Carolina's not good either. But I mean, North Carolina is certainly better than Florida A&M. So.
That's true. That's true. Very true. Even the Tar Heels. I know, very shocking, but even Tar Heels in them.
Yes, what a surprise there that we're both taking North Carolina. Wow, I thought Florida A&M really had a chance.
I can't. Florida A&M. I can't even see their schedule on ESPN.com. It's just a gray. There's no hyperlink to it. I can't see their schedule. They don't have a schedule on ESPN.com. Therefore, I don't think it's probably not a smart choice to pick them.
Yeah.
They're not good enough to have a schedule then.
So.
Number two.
Yes, game number two, we have Idaho State on the road against UNLV. UNLV sucks. Idaho State, nobody has ever heard of. I'm taking UNLV.
I think Idaho State's the Big Sky Conference. I think they might make it decently fun for a little bit because even like NAU, who's the same conference team, hung in with Arizona a couple of years ago until like the third quarter. Decent for the first quarter and a half just because UNLV is really, really bad. But I think UNLV will pull away just because, I mean, it's an FBS versus FCS team. But again, that doesn't matter because Tulsa lost to UC Davis last year. You never know with some of these games when they're not good. But I think I'll take UNLV.
Yeah, I don't know where that Tulsa loss came from, but yeah, that was a surprise last year. There's the game we should have picked. Someone should have taken Tulsa to win, or I'm sorry, UC Davis to win. Yeah. Next, we have Austin Peay on the road against Western Kentucky. No Bailey Zape. I don't care. Western Kentucky will win this one pretty darn easily.
Your name is Austin Peay. I always used to say Austin Peay for some reason. I don't know why I spelled it out, but you know what? Yeah, give me Western Kentucky. Give me the Hilltoppers on that one. For no reason. I just have a gut feeling. They might win.
All right, next we have Serbenski's Shocker of the Week. DeQuence on the road against Florida State. Florida State really sucks. I know absolutely nothing about DeQuence. What are even the Dukes or something, I think is what they are. But it's Florida State. I know they lost last year to Jacksonville State, which was pretty bad. But I think they should be able to. They should be able to beat DeQuence. I mean, seriously, I'll take Florida State. Hopefully, they can beat Florida State. Yeah, that's the move right there. All right.
I asked if this would count, and if it don't count, I'm gonna shoot for the stars.
Next, we have the infamous "You Can't" against Utah State. Utah State had actually a decent team last year. I believe they actually, yeah, because they beat San Diego State for the Mountain West, so they're defending Mountain West champions. UConn's head coach is Jim Mora. Don't have faith in UConn. Give me Utah State.
You'll never see me pick UConn. Never.
This is probably the only time you'll ever see UConn on any picks of the week list.
I almost saw UConn win last year against, but they almost did. My dad and I were about to be like, what's the L that they almost won?
I don't remember because I don't know anything about UConn.
Not that better than UMass, whose head coach is Don Brown.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting season for them. I wonder what FBS team gets to wipe them off the face of the earth.
Wonder which FBS team gets to score on their defense a crap ton.
That too.
Passing defense.
Next, we have Charlotte on the road against FAU. I believe this is actually a conference game here. So
it is a
CUSA, I believe, is what they are.
Conference USA.
Yeah, so I don't know anything about either of these teams, so I'm just going with the home team. I'm going with Florida Atlantic. No Lane Kiffin as the head coach. I don't even have any idea who is on their team, but they're home, so Florida Atlantic, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, both of these teams stink. Just to say, last year they had Charlotte. One of their wins was a late comeback win in overtime against Rice. I think both these teams finished near the bottom of their conference last year. Um, they were points per possession. They were 100th in the nation and tied 17th for points against.
Oh, jeez.
48th in passing yards and 75th in rushing yards. I know Florida Atlantic used to be pretty decent when they had Lane Kiffin as their coach, but I know they've kind of fallen off the face of the earth. Oh man, they were worse. They were 174th in points but they had a better defense. They had a better defense, better pack. I'll take the home team in this one, just solely because it's the home team. Because I think these teams stink.
All right, moving on to the next one. We have Nevada on the road against New Mexico State. Know nothing about New Mexico State. I believe both of these teams actually have new head coaches this year.
I think this is a conference game too, isn't it? This is the West.
No, New Mexico State, I believe, is independent.
Oh no, it's not. It's not New Mexico State. It's New Mexico who's the conference.
Yeah,
New
yeah,
Mexico's
yeah. New Mexico's in Mountain West. New Mexico State is an independent. But in any case, I'm going. I guess I'll go with Nevada. I believe, they had a decent year last year. I don't remember what their record was, but their head coach, I think, left for like Colorado State or something like that. I forget who Nevada got as their new guy, but Nevada is a better team here. I'll go with are they the Wildcats? Nevada Wildcats.
They're the Wolves, I believe.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll go with the Wolfpack then to beat. I know New Mexico State's the Aggies, so
Yes.
I'll take Nevada to beat the Aggies here.
Well, Nevada is pretty consistent. New Mexico State was 2-10 last year.
All right. Take Nevada. Sounds like a good pick to me. All right. Next up, we have actually what probably could be a decent game here for once, which is North Texas on the road against UTEP. UTEP had a really nice year last year. Actually, surprised a lot of people. Going, they had a what they have like a 5-0 start or something like that, and even 6-0. And then they lost, and then they fell off a cliff. But they still got to 7-5, and
I think they were 8-4.
I thought they were 7-5, and then they lost to whoever they played in the bowl game, which was Fresno State. They lost to Fresno State in the bowl game.
They were 7-5. I don't know why I thought they were 8-4. I don't know who I was thinking of. Oh, I think I was thinking of UAB. I might have been thinking of UAB.
UAB ended up beating BYU in that bowl game. That was bad.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, they had a decent year.
Yeah, but I mean, really, for UTEP, I think that was probably their best season in decades. And North Texas, they had an okay year last year. They're the ones that gave UTSA their first loss of the year last year. It's a tough one. I'll take UTEP. I'll take UTEP. They're the home team here. I say they build upon what they had last year. Maybe they get a little bit better this year, and who knows? We'll see. But I'll take UTEP to win the conference game here.
I'm gonna pretend on college game day. You know, went to North. Therefore, I'm taking North Texas. Nah, seriously though, one of my good friends went to North Texas. This week doesn't count. I'm giving North Texas.
Oh.
I think UTEP will win probably, but give me North Texas.
All right, Stravinsky's taking the mean green, and I'm going with the Miners. That's what UTEP is. Next one we have the Wyoming Cowboys, I believe, against
Yes.
the Fighting Illini of Illinois. This should be a decent game, I think. Wyoming's not a great team, but then again, neither is Illinois. But I am going to go with the Big Ten team, the home team here. I'll have Illinois knocking off the Wyoming Cowboys in week 0 here, and get themselves off to a 1-0 start.
So I had to look up who Illinois is going to be, and it looks like Tommy DeVito is going to be the starter.
Yeah.
So give me Wyoming. Give me Wyoming. Give me Wyoming. I ain't picking no team with. I ain't picking no team with their starter. That man cannot throw a football. Give me the Wyoming Cowboys in the upset in Illinois. I like Illinois. I would love to keep rooting for them. One of my other, probably second or third favorite Big Ten teams, just because they don't really cause me any trouble and they're orange. So that's pretty cool. But as a Syracuse fan who's had to deal with Tommy DeVito for the past couple of years,
No.
give me Wyoming. If it was Art Sikowski, I would have picked Illinois. But no, it's Tommy DeVito.
They both suck just as bad.
Maybe Wyoming.
All right, and next game here we have the Vanderbilt Commodores on the road taking on Hawaii. This is my shocker of the week, and I'm actually going to stick with the team that I took. I am taking Hawaii. Vanderbilt's not a good team. I could see Vandy pulling off this win. Seems as though a lot of people think Hawaii's going to have a horrible season. I mean, they didn't have a good season last year either, but I think many people forget they actually beat Fresno State last year at home. So they're not entirely chump change. They actually, if you can beat Fresno State, you can at least win a couple games. Um, but I'm not high on neither one of these teams. But considering Vanderbilt has to go across the country and even past California just to play this game, I have more faith in Hawaii staying at home to win this one.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go with Hawaii too. I think Vanderbilt's can win, but I think Vanderbilt's a better team than Hawaii. But Hawaii lives on a freaking island. That's probably not fun to travel to. The Vanderbilt players are gonna be like, "Wow, we're in Hawaii. This is so much fun." Forget about football. That's what always happens. Give me Hawaii, just specifically because it's in Hawaii.
That's exactly why I picked them too. And now for the infamous game of the week, it's not even in America. It's in Dublin, Ireland, which is a Big Ten matchup. Northwestern up against Nebraska. Over under, I'm gonna say 10,000 fans. How many fans are drunk for this game? There's gonna be a lot of drunk fans at this one. Just saying. That's how Ireland is. But
You said over under 10,000.
yeah.
Well, the capacity is 51,700, so I think there will probably be about 53,000 fans that are drunk.
That sounds just about right. So for this game,
entire capacity plus 2,000 more.
yeah. So we got Northwestern up against Nebraska. Two honestly not good teams in the Big Ten. Don't know who Northwestern really has overall, but I do know Nebraska has actually named Casey Thompson, Texas transfer, as their new starting quarterback. He beat out Chubba Purdy, I believe, who was probably the other guy competing for the quarterback position. So it'll be Casey Thompson in his first game as a Nebraska Cornhusker over in Ireland. And Northwestern, just not a great team. Neither of these teams are any good, but I'm going to take Nebraska to win this one on, well, not on the road, over in Ireland, and take it over to Wildcats. Should be a fun one, definitely one to see. It'll be 12:30 on Fox, so it'll just be funny to see two teams playing in Ireland for some reason. So I'm taking Nebraska in this one.
can't believe it was like 2-3 years ago that Northwestern was in the Big Ten championship, and then they just fell off a cliff the next year because they had all seniors in that year, and then they just fell off the cliff.
Yeah.
Both these teams stink, but Nebraska is probably going to win this game and get one game closer to that, to going over on that 7.5 win total.
That infamous 7.5 win total, because that was so achievable for good old Nebraska.
I will never get over that. I want to see if it's gone up any. I want to see if it's changed or not from Vegas Insider.
If you have not seen the,
Still 7.5.
yeah, if you haven't seen that Big Ten video, though, if you haven't seen the Big Ten video on Nebraska, Northwestern, and all the other Big Ten teams in the East and the West, go check it out. It's currently on the channel right now. We got a lot of views on that Big Ten West video, though.
We're finishing up the last of them today, or no, we're finishing up the last of the Big 12, and then we're finishing up the SEC. So you could roll right into your first week one of college football with prediction videos and the SEC win totals. So you'll have all the win totals before the season start, as well as next Monday we'll be starting our weekly tradition of picks. But starting week one, that's when the records start counting.
Yes, they do.
Pay attention, because we are not counting a game against Florida Atlantic and Charlotte, because we don't know anything about those teams, so those don't count. Don't be in our comments about that, but hope you all have a great rest of your week. Thank you all for watching, and keep up with the videos. Obviously, NBA will be starting soon, so I'll probably do a couple videos on those just to get everything started. Kevin Durant no longer wants to trade, so my life is depressing. I was really excited for that, but that's okay.
Yeah, really came out of nowhere, that announcement.
Yeah, I love how it just went from I want to trade to I want Sean Marks and Steve Nash fired to fine, I'll stay.
Just this roller coaster of I'm up here, I'm gonna go way down here, up here, there. Oh, okay, I'm gonna stay.
Now Steve Nash and Kevin Durant have to work together again. How is that gonna work?
Don't know. Don't think it will. You'll probably get traded like James Harden at the end of the trade deadline.
Once DeAndre Ayton becomes available again.
That's right.
Alright, well, thank you all so much for watching. Check out our other videos. Other than that, have a great week and enjoy week 0.
Adios. Peace.